Minneapolis police officer who fatally shot Amir Locke while executing a no-knock search warrant will not face charges. Back in February, police entered the apartment where Locke, who is a 22-year-old black man, was sleeping on the couch. He was shot within seconds after those officers entered. Prosecutors say Locke emerged from the couch with a handgun and raised it toward an officer. Prosecutors also declined to file charges on any of the other officers involved in that no-knock warrant. So what is next for this case and for the Locke family? Here to discuss is Dr. Laura McNeal. She's a lecturer at Columbia University. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. So prosecutors say there was not enough evidence to bring criminal charges against the officer who shot Amir Locke. Do you agree?
You know, I do agree. And what's so important about this case is prosecutors like Keith Ellison have to be mindful that they can't bring a case or file a case or charges when the evidence doesn't support those charges. They can't file it just for the purpose of appealing the court of public opinion. In this case, the evidence did not support any violations of the Minnesota use of force statute or criminal charges against those individual officers.
And there's less of a burden of proof, of course, for a civil suit. Do you think his family will be successful in that regard, especially given the record of the Minneapolis Police Department's, their history and past settlements?
You know, I do think that they might be successful. If I had to give a percentage, I'd say it's probably a 60% chance. And the reason I say that is you're right. There's a much lower burden of proof for civil suits. And a lot of times the sheer tragedy of a lost life often has a strong impact on the jury. It shouldn't, because the jury is supposed to, of course, just look at the evidence in this case. But to my understanding, the Locke family has hired attorney Benjamin Crump, and he's going to be pursuing civil charges against the city of Minneapolis. And as you said, we've seen judgments well over $10 and $12 million in the past for prior police shootings.
So Minnesota banned no-knock warrants. Do you think other states will follow suit?
You know, I think that they will. I think what's interesting in Louisville, they have Breonna's law, which bans no-knock warrants in Louisville, Kentucky. And so Minnesota, as you stated, has as well. And I think we're going to start to see this momentum because ironically, or unfortunately rather, no-knock warrants are disproportionately used in marginalized communities and communities of color. And so police can still pursue these warrants. They just have to knock and announce themselves first to avoid what we saw in the Amir Locke case and the Breonna Taylor case.
And no-knock warrants were created to protect the lives of police officers. Is banning them the right move?
You know, that's interesting because I've often had this conversation with other law enforcement because you're right. We want to make sure that police are safe. They're our public servants. They're here to ensure that we are safe in our homes and our communities. But when they're being used disproportionately in communities of color, I think that we'll have to just see how the statistics roll out, meaning is there going to be an increase in police injuries by being required essentially to announce themselves prior to entering a home. Typically, we know police do wear body protection gear, as we say, bulletproof vests, helmets when they're doing these types of raids, and that should create the layer of protection necessary.
A lot of police, though, would say that they don't want to wait to find that out, I think. And the Minneapolis Police Department already had that strained relationship with the community. What is the best path forward in bringing everyone together and encouraging trust within the community of the police?
I think the best path moving forward to heal the police community relations in Minnesota is transparency. When you're transparent, the community starts to build trust. They say, you know what, there's nothing that's being hidden. They're being forthright with the community. If there's body cam footage that is available for a shooting, any police involved shootings, don't wait 48 hours, 72 hours to release it. Release that body cam footage as soon as possible. But I think really the key is transparency, and they have to keep reaching out. It has to be a give and take from both sides.
All right, Dr. Laura McNeal, and we should mention you are an attorney and legal expert as well. Thank you so much for joining us with your analysis tonight.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.